So I'm just
Can
going
you prove to me that Jesus spoke to Muhammad?
Can you be quiet?
Prove to me your
By
father's your
the
father.
way, can
That's
you
my
be
father.
quiet?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the Bible.
Yeah. Can you be quiet, please?
Oh, yeah.
Can you be quiet, please? He said something. He said something profound, by the way, and I respect what he said. He said, "I respect Muhammad, and I believe he believes." He said he believed he is the man of God, as you mentioned, and he was calling for worshiping one God. Well, that's why you respect him. That's what. Which, by the way, I respect what you said, and I admire what you said. And all Muslims who are watching now, they admire what you said. And as well, I will add to your information just a few things. Firstly, if Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a false prophet, yeah, he had the chance at certain point in his life that to claim something which is totally false, and which goes in his advantage. No one would know until now. So listen, during that time, when Muhammad, peace be upon him, in a time where people start believing in him, he had some followers and he had some people around him and people as well doubting about him and all of some enemies, etc. And anyway, so at the time he had his last son. His name is Ibrahim. He named his last son as Ibrahim. When his son was 2 years old and died, his baby son. When the son died, on the same day, there is a sun eclipse. On the same day, there is a sun eclipse on the same day. Now, people, they said, the disbeliever, even people who are not believers, not Muslims, they said, actually the sun eclipsed because the son of the Prophet, the son of Muhammad died. That means we have to believe in Islam now, and it's like a warning. So God is angry or something, or God maybe is unhappy for the death of his son. So that's why we have to believe in Muhammad. His own followers start saying, actually, that shows he's a true prophet of God. Look, after the sun eclipse, it shows that he is a prophet of God, and God showed as well his condolences to him by doing the sun eclipse, and it was working in his advantage. Correct? At that time, no one would know what the sun was happening. Yeah. No one would know. He could come up. Yes, but actually, yes, this was happening. You see here, I am the Messiah. I am, and look, the sun eclipse because of me. What he did, he came out in a time, and he was literally pulling his clothes to cover himself, and he came out to the people, and Israel said the izar, what we call it, like a piece of cloth, they would put it like on the bottom side of the downside, and then literally because he was in rush, it was dragging on the floor. And then he said, when the people started hearing this statement by the people, then he said, the sun, listen, he said, no, that's the true narrative. He said, the sun and the moon, those are signs of God. They will never have eclipse for the living or the death of anyone, including myself or my children. But when you see this, rush and pray to God. That's all. That's what he said. Can you imagine 1400 days? He's saying this statement to the people where he could use it in his advantage. Now my brother Patrick and my brother Dan, if he was a false person, if he was someone who is not following the truth, he wasn't following the God from, he's a false prophet, will he say this statement? No, never. At the time, no one can check. At that time, there's no one knows what the science was. They didn't know about it, and nothing they know about it. Even in fact, in that time, people in the Andes and this area in South America, yeah, they used to slaughter people when the sun happened.
He was sincere. I could walk out there.
So he was honest.
And find money.
So he was honest.
There, I know it doesn't belong to me, and I'm hungry. I still go to the police station.
You missed the point.
That's integrity.
So he was honest.
It doesn't matter.
So he was honest.
Patrick.
So he was honest.
Of course.
So everything that he said was honest.
Yeah, he did it. He because that's why.
And he said no.
That's why
he said, God revealed to me, and he said, Angel Gabriel came to me. And he said all the things that he stated, even prophecies of his time, prophecies, things that's happening, even until now. Do you know what he said 1400 years? He said to us, to the Muslims, he said to the Muslims, in a time when Muslims used to be only weak group of people, and they are even afraid that the Arab tribes are going to come and attack them at certain point. Do you know what he said to them? He said, by the one whose my soul is in his hand, meaning by God, making oath by God, that this religion, Islam, will go in every single household from the east and the west. There is no single house made of bricks or made of stones or made of wool or made of wood except Islam will enter that house. Where the hypocrites at that time, they said, look at this man, we cannot even go outside Medina and this believer will come and kill us. And this guy is saying to us, look, that Islam will go to the east and the west. Do we live that time now? Islam entered every single house.
Yes.
And in every maybe I assume you're from Nigeria, yeah?
No.
Where are you from, by the way? Yeah?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I know some of your relatives may become Muslim. Yeah. So that means that Islam entering every single house, and we are living in a time. We are living in a time that Islam entering every single house. This is a prophecy by the Prophet of God, peace be upon him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 1400 years. Don't you think there is a power, a divine power supporting that faith?
No, it doesn't mean such.
No, but ideology, you cannot kill ideology. You can't kill ideology.
Good.
Are you calling when Christianity started?
Ideology. Our ideology believing in one God.
The same thing that
Listen, our ideology believing in one God. Listen, I'm saying to your prophets, I'm telling prophecies. Yeah. Ideology. We believe, by the way,
That's not new, inspiring people.
our ideology,
Inspiring people to
our ideology, believing in one God. Do you accept? Do you accept it? Our ideology, we believe in one God.
One God.
In one God. One true God.
No.
We don't believe in one.
No.
We believe in one God. That's our. I'm saying us. We Muslim. We believe in one God. Yeah. That's all.
everything he gave.
How many gods do you believe?
We don't believe in the same gods.
Yeah, we don't believe. Listen. How many gods do you believe?
My own God.
Yeah. How many? How many?
One God. There's only
One.
one God.
One God.
Why say no?
So why do you say no?
Because we don't believe in the same God.
No, it doesn't matter.
That doesn't
There's only one
matter.
God.
So we believe in one God.
No, I don't know if I don't know your God.
There's only one God.
Yeah, it's the one
You're
God.
only arguing here because
Okay.
of the same God. How can
The
it be
creator of the heavens and the
You're asking
earth.
me facts. I'm asking you facts. So where is the same God?
We believe in God, the creator.
not the same God
Listen,
here.
the
You are
creator,
arguing with me,
the
I'm
creator
arguing
of the
with
heavens and
you.
earth.
Yeah, but you know what?
The creator of the heavens and earth.
Creator of the heaven and earth.
Yes, that creator. Do you believe in that one?
Okay, yes.
The one who has sent all the prophets and messengers of God, since Noah, Abraham, Moses. Oh, he sent them to convey his message to the people. We're talking about that one.
Okay.
That one God. He is the same one who has sent Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, to be a prophet of God. He didn't change his nature.
bit.
He didn't become a human being. He didn't become a flesh. He didn't become that. That's the God which we believe in. Anyway, we'll leave you on peace for now.
Yeah,
And I wish you,
it was nice talking
I wish
to
you
you.
talking. You know, we had a good conversation.
It was nice talking.
I'm going nowhere, mate.
You going?
I'm going nowhere.
No, I'm going.
I'll see you another day. But this
Wish you
I'll
was
visit
there.
you again. I'll visit
But
you
don't
again.
forget
But
that.
let me leave you with
come and
this.
talk to you. Let me go and get my Bible right. I'll come and
Good. We will wait for you, Bible. Come with your Bible.
Yeah, I'll come back. All this you are
Let me
asking me
just leave
facts.
my
I'll
one
bring
line
it.
with
Okay.
Diamond first.
Okay.
Diamond, when you keep asking about historical facts, right?
Yeah. That's what you've been asking
Remember,
me.
you don't even know if your father's your father.
Forget about my father. I can still tell you 1
You
plus
don't
1 is
even
not
know
2.
that. So
I
you
can
don't
still
even
tell you
know-
1 plus 1 is not
you
2.
don't
Why
even
should I
know-
believe 1 plus 1
so
is
you
2?
don't
Why
even
not
know-
11?
you don't even
But we
know-
agree that it's
you
2
don't
and
even
we go to
know-
school, they tell us it's 2.
You don't even
So
know.
don't tell me
You
about
don't
my
even
dad not
know.
knowing my
You
father.
don't
or
even
this.
know if
That
your
doesn't
father. You don't
really
even
correlate
know
with what we are saying here.
You don't even know if your father is your father.
You believe. You just believe.
You believe it.
He believes his father. He
So don't ask for people to tell you
Yeah.
thousands of
Yeah,
years.
he believes.
Oh, are you asking me?
No. Let me just underline this.
You are asking me?
Okay, listen. My YouTube channel's Hamza's Dan, right? Listen. You'll hear yourself. I asked you a question.
Yeah, you can go clip it. You can go clip it and put what favors you.
No,
No.
It's your
No,
channel.
we
It's your
put all of
channel.
it.
You can. But let me leave this.
The whole thing. The whole thing. The whole thing.
Let me leave it. Let me leave
One minute,
it.
The whole
let's
thing.
You
get
can
through
go.
this.
Oh, Hamza demolished. I've seen you. Hamza demolishes this.
By the way, Hamza and Sheikh Muhammad destroyed.
Yeah, I've seen your videos.
Anyways,
Right, because I want
but we had a fruitful conversation.
It's good.
Yeah.
Nice to have a conversation.
And just calm down next time.
Patrick, just let me just speak to Diamond 1 second. Just 1 second.
I believe you. Like
Let's speak to Diamond 1
see,
second.
I'm a Christian, right? But my father is a Muslim.
Your father is a Muslim.
My father is a Muslim. My father was a Muslim,
Why do you
right?
believe
I was born
the New
in an
Testament
Islamic home,
is
Okay.
historically
Right.
reliable? This is my question.
and
Okay.
I studied
Your
a bit
answer
of
was because it
the
has
Quran
historical facts.
Like what?
Your answer
when I was
that.
much younger, like
Then
5
you were
years.
Like what?
asked,
What did you
why
study?
do you believe this historical facts?
They
You
start
said because
teaching you
there's
for
no
Arabic.
error. Yes?
What is? What did you
Then
study
I
from the
showed
Quran?
you
Everything,
historical
everything,
error.
Like what?
everything that I tell you about the
Then
history
you
of
accepted
Islam,
that your
I'm learning
Bible
from
does
my father's
indeed, your New
house.
Testament does
Right?
indeed
Okay.
contain
I told you-
historical
The one who
wouldn't
told you,
have- I
the
would
one who
have-
told
I
you
would have-
he was
That
married
was
a
it.
Catholic woman.
I
That's
didn't
nonsense.
ask you
That is
for
nonsense.
facts.
That's
It's true. You
You
can go
asked
and
me for error.
That's
find
nonsense.
out who was his first wife and what she did.
That's nonsense.
His brother, her brother. It was her brother that told.
She didn't have a brother.
What was the purpose
For you to
of the
know.
Prophet? You wanted to
Because
prove to
you
me some
you
errors
don't
in the
know.
Bible.
I live
It was her cousin, not a brother.
You were asking all
Let me-
these
No,
questions.
no,
as-
let me
as-
tell
as-
you,
as-
no, cousin. That's why you would say yeah. That's why
Was
you
a monotheist.
That's why you would say now.
He was a monotheist Christian.
That's why you would say
He
now.
was monotheist Christian.
But where we come from,
Do you know what means monotheist Christian?
he is
New
a brother.
Testament.
He was a monotheist Christian. He believes
So your
Jesus was a
cousin, we don't have
prophet.
cousins
For you
and
to
think
know
those
what is
days.
written,
Where you come from,
you understand what is
your
written.
mother,
Not
your
the
mother,
Don't take it
your
literally
mother's
first.
daughter.
It's not
Cousin is a
You would
cousin.
say, you would say your
Cousin.
your sister.
No, that's not.
Your
cousin.
mother,
Most
your
people,
mother,
the devil
your
spoke
father,
in the Bible,
your
the men
uncle,
of God's prophet
your
spoke in the
uncle,
Bible, and it's all
daughter
all written
is
there.
your
It's my
sister.
cousin.
Everything
No,
is
it's my
written
cousin.
down as Christians.
where
We're allowed to marry our cousins, brother. It's fine.
So,
We don't
no,
take
me, I can't
everything.
do
They're not our
What we
sisters.
take from the Bible
No,
is
that's not
Christ.
it. Incest if it's
Christ
your
from
own
the Bible
sister.
as Christians.
That's incest. But in
Now,
Islam, that our cousins, they're not our
the Bible.
sisters.
We don't take every
Because
word
they're
from
not
the
sisters.
Bible because even the devil spoke in the Bible.
Where
The
I
devil
come
spoke
from,
in Lucifer's. A lot of
in the
things
Islamic
happen in the
world I
Bible
come
that was
from,
spoken in
my
the Bible. We can't take those type.
my father's brother, who
I'm
is
trying to
my
explain
uncle,
to you.
my uncle
Is he still
daughter,
Muslim?
my
Either your
uncle
New
daughter
Testament
is my
is inspired by God.
She's not your
And the
sister.
author
Yeah, she's my sister.
She's not your sister.
So,
She's your cousin. She's not
the
yours.
only cousin, the
Come
only
on.
cousin is my mother's,
They can't be both.
my mother's daughter, my mother's sister,
they can't be
daughter, because the father is
So,
different.
you admit
The
it,
bloodline
it's
is not the
error.
same.
If it's
Still,
The
still.
blood
No, Holy Spirit.
is taken from your father.
That's a cousin.
So your father,
Anyway.
your father's
the Holy
daughter,
Spirit
your
was-
father.
I know, Patrick, we'll leave you now.
Your father,
We'll leave you now.
that's incest. That's
Talking about the Holy
incest, my
Spirit in
friend.
the New Testament.
By the way, you need to know the incest is in the same family household. That's not in cousins.
Yeah, but your uncle,
It's not my father. My uncle is not my
Don't do
father.
that, though.
No, it's not my
Don't do
father. Why not?
My mother.
Muslim according to Muslim.
You said about the father.
Of course. You know that your father, your father's blood it dominates.
No. Yeah,
When it comes to
genetically it's 50-50.
genetically,
50-50.
my mother's sister.
Now, come on.
No, but that's what I
Read some
I said
time.
my auntie. My auntie from my mother. That's why I said
bring
my
some.
My auntie from my mother.
Yeah, she's not your mother.
She's not my mother, she's my aunt. The daughter of my aunt
Anyways,
is my cousin.
Patrick, we'll leave you. Patrick.
Or my father.
Patrick. Anyway.
Father's brother who is my
Anyway, Patrick.
daughter is
Okay, we'll see you next time, Patrick.
That's
Come on.
No, I'm not saying you.
Anyway.
Answer all your questions.
All right. Come back.
Come and answer all
Don't
your
forget
questions.
the mic for them.
Come and answer
The
all your
mic.
questions.
Anyway, I'll see you. Patrick.
Okay, nice.
Okay, Patrick.
Yeah, I will come
I urge you, may Allah guide you to Islam.
brother.
May Allah guide you to Islam. Both of you.
My niece.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to invade your office.
No, it's all right. It was, I hope, inshallah, it was a very fruitful, I believe it was very fruitful discussion, alhamdulillah. The issue is what we wanted to understand, that you could see that the faith is so fragile.
You're recording
That,
yourself.
yeah,
You're recording yourself.
yeah.
No, you know your camera's the wrong way around.
Yeah, it is so fragile to the extent that you see they keep contradicting each other with their statement. But alhamdulillah, it was very fruitful. Alhamdulillah, and it was very helpful. And we ask Allah to guide them to the right path. That's all. Allah is khair. Anyway, Allah is khair.
Always a pleasure teaming with you.
Allah barak fik. Jazakallah khair.
Listen, I might use you for something if you're
Yes.
interested. I'm doing 3 streams on my channel, yeah?
Okay.
One of the streams I'm doing is